After his performance on Saturday against Barthelemay, Frank Martin has returned with a devastating KO over him and is now another legitimate threat at junior welterweight. Let's talk about his performance and what's hopefully on the horizon for one Frank Martin. When it was announced that Frank Martin would return to the ring on Saturday, December 6th, in a preliminary bout against Barthelemay, it was a bit intriguing because Martin, who had been out of the ring since he last faced Gervonta Tank Davis in June of 2024. So this was an opportunity for him to return and correct some things that saw him end with a defeat KO loss to Gervonta. And Barthelemay is an experienced fighter, experienced enough to test Martin in ways that he may not have been tested because of the ring experience. You see, when a fighter like Francis is facing a fighter like Martin, there are traps, pitfalls, boxing nuances that can call to action where Martin is psychologically and physically. He didn't need to go in against a big puncher. He needed to go in with someone who had guile, and he had to figure things out. And so the southpaw Martin started out boxing, moving, turning Francis, using skills that we hadn't seen him do since basically he had fought Rivera back in 2021. And that was a situation where, 2022 for Rivera. But that was a chance for him to build upon. Now, he did take a blow or two here and there, but what was nice about the body language of Martin is that he was lively, he was active, he was quick, and when the fight ended with his counter left directly on Francis' chin, it produced the type of knockout that you see from veteran fighters who set a knockout up. See, a lot of fighters are convinced that just going in with power and bludgeoning the opponent is the way to have the advantage. But no, Martin set this all up. Francis' record after this fight now is 30-4 with 1 draw and 15 KOs. When he was hit with that shot, he was rendered unconscious. You know, the initial knockdown that happened prior to the knockout set things up to let us know that he was on shaky legs going forward. But Martin was patient. You know, Francis is 40 years of age and Martin is 30, but he is now looking to take that next step in the super lightweight division where he can challenge whomever's an elite, top-notch fighter. His record now, 19-1 with 13 KOs, proves that you can turn things around and look toward being a better fighter as a result of your previous setbacks. This card was a tremendous card, headlined by Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach. The co-main event was Stephen Fulton against Oshaki Foster. And of course, we had Lara taking on Johan Gonzalez in a replacement bout. And that was opened up by Jesus Ramos Jr. against Shane Mosley Jr. An outstanding PBC pay-per-view event on Amazon Prime that entertained us all. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you would like to see next from Frank Martin. I would like him to take that next step. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.